Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a favorites video for you. I haven't done a favorites video in months, if not years. I don't do them very often because I usually use the same thing, but I thought why not tell you of some of the things that I've been using consistently for months, if not years, and just kind of go over it. And I'm going to include things related to the house, fashion, clothing, shoes, bags, SLGs, just things that are like my go-to and that I've been using consistently for a long time. Okay, but before I get started, I wanted to tell you about Lily Silk. They reached out to me and they wanted me to try on one of their silk products. Now, those of you who watched my video before, I've done a why I wouldn't buy a silk bedding, and I'll link that video below. But for me, that does not work. So when they reached out to me, I said, I don't believe in using silk for bedding, but I would be happy to try their silk products. So I believe in sustainable fashion as much as I can. So I buy primarily pre-loved or consignment clothes. Majority, I would say 90% of my clothing at home, except for underwear and stuff and socks and stuff, are from consignment shops. One of the reasons why I said yes is because when I looked up Lily Silk, they are eco-friendly. They are environmentally conscious. They also donate to good causes. Silk is, I'm reading my notes. So according to their website, and I've done some research too, silk is sourced from mulberry trees and they don't use pesticide, which is really good. This is a natural fiber rather than synthetic fiber. They believe in sustainable business practices. So those issues are important to me. And so, I said yes to it. So then they gave me a choice of 3 shirts and I chose this one. Frankly, I wish I had chosen a darker color like the green or a magenta or a navy blue, but I chose pink, and I don't know if it sort of washes out my skin tone. But I unboxed it. I filmed myself unboxing. I'm gonna insert that video, and then I wore it. I washed it. I steam ironed it, and I'm wearing it again. So I wanted to tell you about my experience of using this shirt or wearing this shirt like more than just an unboxing, because unboxing, everything looks really good. It just depends on how things are. The other thing I did is I also ordered, when they reached out to me, I also ordered a silk bra that they have. This is one size fits all, and I washed this as well. And I bought and again, these are bought with my own money. I just wanted to see how some of their other things are. So this one is a sweater. It's a wool sweater. And usually I don't like wool because it's itchy and scratchy for me, but I did not feel this sweater to be itchy at all. And it's one of those cardigan sweaters that I could just put over whatever I'm wearing around the house or going out, and it just keeps me a little bit warmer in the house. And this bra, oh my gosh, this is one size fits all. I don't know how it's possible that one size could fit all. And I'm usually a 36B, 34C, something around there, a medium in shirt, but it can stretch like this, I suppose. But you know why I liked it? It's this back. The back fat is covered. I like this. There's no clasp. It's just, you put it over your head, and that's my dog. And this strap is thicker. It's wider, so it stays. It makes me feel supported, and there's a little insert right here that you can take it off when you're washing, but I didn't. When I washed it, I just put it in a bra bag, which came with it free. They were having a sale, so I bought it, and it felt really smooth and good. I mean, it just felt, I think inside is silk, and it just felt just comfortable. I'm gonna buy this again. I like the fact that this is skin tone, so I don't have to worry about, bras showing through thinner shirts. But this was really good. Talk about bra enough, right? And this was really good. Now, the silk shirt, I have to say, I like it. One, it feels fabulous. And the thickness of the silk is really thick. I think the price is reasonable. It washed well. I hand washed it and then I steamed, ironed it. And now, listen, I like cotton t-shirts and things that don't require any ironing. This is probably not going to be the one that I wear, on a daily basis. But when I want to feel nice and fancy, I totally would wear this. Now that said, I think that with silk clothing, you don't have to wash it at every time. In fact, if you just steam iron, it also kills bacteria, unless you.
Good afternoon.
It's my Series 7 Apple Watch. I have it in Minnie Mouse. Okay. The only thing is, I wish that it wasn't as shiny. I kind of like the matted silk feel of, rather than the shiny, smooth silk feel. That said, I think, that's just a matter of personal taste. It feels, I keep going like this because it feels so good. I also wore this underneath like a sweater, and it actually was a really good layering shirt too. So yeah, check it out. I'm gonna link my discount code below, but check it out. And they're having a lot of like Black Friday sales and things like that. So when you add all of these discounts and sales and promotional stuff, then I think you're going to be able to find really good deals on it. Now, I'm going to talk about home. There are a couple things that I highly, highly recommend. One is a Wise Cam, and that's the one that we use, but some kind of camera system for your household. I have camera all over, inside and right outside my house. I have mentioned Wise Cam. It's very simple to set up and use, so highly recommend Wise Cam. And it's cheap. And we got it in Amazon. And you can get as little or as many cameras as you want. The other thing that I highly recommend is something called Water Cop. And that has saved us, I think, thousands of dollars. And what it is a little sensor that you put around the house, especially in the area that could get wet, like right by my refrigerator because it's got the water filter system, and by our laundry machines, just around different, just around areas that could have leakage. And it saved us so much money because there have been times when what it does is if the sensor detects water for any reason, it will shut off the water for the entire house. So when we're gone on vacation or when we're sleeping, this has happened where, something in the washing machine was leaking and in the middle of the night, and it beeped and it shut off the water, and instead of overflowing and destroying our floor. And that's happened with our refrigerator. There was a water leak from the ice maker, and it dripped. This was before we had the water cup. It dripped all over the basement, and and then if we had a water cup at that time, it would have shut off the water for the entire house. Now, one of the kind of an annoying thing about it is if I'm cleaning the bathroom and I happen to touch a wet mop to the sensor, it will shut off the water to the entire house. So all I have to do is go down to the basement and turn it back on with a push of a button. So when that main motor of the water cup, not the sensors all over the house, but the main motor where it turns off the water to the entire house, was installed by our plumber. So those are the two things for the house that I would recommend for safety and money-saving reasons. Okay. One of my other favorites is this app called Seated. And what you do is you download this app onto your phone and you make restaurant reservations and you earn reward dollars to be used for whatever particular company you choose. So let me show you how it works. So currently it's only in certain cities in the US, but they are expanding. It's in New York, Dallas, Boston, Atlanta, Chicago, Philadelphia. Say you choose a city that you're visiting or that you live, and you can either get reward dollars for these restaurants that are participating with this app, either in dining, delivery, or pickup. So let's say if we want to go dine in at a restaurant. So I'm going to try to book
and browse restaurants. And here are all the restaurants that are participating in this app. And you could see that this restaurant, Breadwinners, is participating with this app, and you get 25% reward dollars. So you could make a reservation either as a walk-in or at a particular time. And that's it. You make the reservation, go in and have your meal. And once you do that, you could upload your receipt at the restaurant. We usually do this right after the meal. As soon as we get our receipt, we upload the receipt. You upload and they ask you whether it was a delivery, pickup, or dine-in. And then that's it. And you get a percentage reward dollars to your favorite stores. And the stores that I usually choose Amazon because we buy so much from there, but you could get it also from Target, Lululemon. I mean, look at these stores that are participating with this app. And once you do that, you get reward dollars to those stores. The wait staff get their full tip dollars, and the restaurants are getting more people into their restaurant. And the other thing is that we get to try new restaurants that we didn't even know existed. So it's a win-win. So we've saved a lot of money using this app.
Now, I have a bag here with stuff that I use, and these are makeup items. This one, I don't know. I think I got this at Sephora, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury. It's this thing. It's got everything. Contouring, blush, highlighter, things for the eyes. So when I go on vacation, this is all I take. And the product is, I love the color. So this is my go-to makeup. So another thing of makeup that I recommend, lipstick, I get the cheapest lipstick and just blend it. I could blend my lipstick. I have very sparse eyebrows. And this is a Total Temptation by, I think it's Maybelline. I will link this below, and I'll link what color I'm using below too. So, I mean, cheap. This one's cheap and it lasts. So I highly recommend this. All right. One of the things that I swear by for taking off waterproof mascaras and eye makeup is this. This is for not only eye makeup, but just everything around your face. This is just it's called Clean It Zero. And what it does is it's like, let's see how much I have left. Okay, see? I just put a little dollop and just like rub it around my eye, just in the evening, and then let it just I don't even have to let it sit for a long time. It just rub it around. I sometimes brush my teeth while I, have it on my eyelashes with waterproof mascara, because usually waterproof things are very hard to come off. And using this and then wiping it off with Neutrogena, it just takes it all off. So I absolutely love that. The other thing that I swear by, and I have very, very dry skin. So I have been using this Mario Badescu Peptide Renewal Serum for years. And if I don't use it, it feels, my face feels like dry, crackly by early afternoon. So I'm never without this. This is my go-to serum. Out of all the serums that I've used, I would say if I had to buy one, this is the one that I would take. And then as far as cream, whether it's day or nighttime, I use it for both. It's the Clinique Intense Moisture Surge Intense. I love this. Again, I have very dry skin, very sensitive skin, so I have been using this for years. Now, on top of that, during the day, I will use Mario Badescu Collagen Moisturizer SPF 15 on top of it. And then I'm all about, trying to protect your skin from sun damage. I also use, look at this. I can't even remember I will link this one below, but I'm wearing it. It's see, it's kind of icky, but it's, when you put it on, you can't really tell that you have it on, other than my friends have said, oh, your skin looks really good. But it's not full coverage, but it's very light coverage, but it does sort of brighten up your face. And also the SPF in this is next level. I have done like a 10-mile hike in Santorini, middle of the day with this on. I did not get burned. So highly recommend it. All right. One other thing that I have recently discovered, and I love it, is this carousel I have really gross heels. I mean, it gets all like crackly, it gets thick, and so sometimes after I like buff it out, I will use this. If I remember to do it, it always feels good. The problem is I forget to do it, but when I do remember, see how much I've used it. When my hands are feeling really dry, I put this on at nighttime. I should probably put it on more than just at night, but I put this on at night, and in the morning my hands also feel and look younger. And as you get to be my age, and when I do like household chores and cleaning the bathrooms and doing the dishes, my hands get like really rough, and the edges kind of get like, you can feel it. Any kind of delicate clothing, I can feel it catching. So this is great. It's got vitamin E, and it's a great hand lotion. One other that I highly recommend, and this is a relatively recent find for me, it's Clinique Moisture Surge Overnight Mask. And I use this after I put regular Moisture Intense at nighttime. At nighttime, on top of it, the final lotion I put on is this. And in the morning, using this versus not using this, I can feel the difference. Like, it feels so much smoother and more dewy and kind of like a baby's bottom kind of a feel with this. So I highly recommend it. Okay, so this is an Hermes shawl, and I forget what print this is, but oh my God, I love it because it feels so light and soft and warm. It's warm. I love my shawl. It keeps me warm. It's great to take with, it like elevates whatever you're wearing. I can wear a t-shirt and jeans and put this over for dinner, and I feel like I have kind of dressed up. You know what I mean? And I just carry it with me. I can't say anything more. And then also the 90 centimeter silk, I wear it over anything, and I feel like it sort of kind of instantly elevates my outfit. Now, for shoes, this is high and low. Vionic, look at how dirty it is. I'm not going to show you the back. But Vionic, this is very casual, very comfortable. I like Vionic because I have high arches, and I've had plantar fasciitis. So for a couple years, my heels would be like painful every time I took a step. But with exercise and stretching, that is mostly gone. And now I'm very careful as to what kind of shoes I wear. Most of the designer shoes that I see don't have enough cushion or arch support. And I can't do that. Not at my age, not with the feet that I have. I have really wide, as I said before, hobbit feet. So it's really hard to find high-end designer shoes that would fit my feet and be comfortable. And Vionics is like, I swear by it. This one was okay, but my black one, I have one exactly like it, but in black. That one, when I got it, it was a little bit irritating right here underneath, but now it's okay with wear. But this one, I was like comfortable from get-go. Now, the other Vionics that I absolutely love is these flats, the ballet flats. And when I go vacationing, I try to take as little as possible, mainly because I'm thinking maybe I want to buy some other stuff and I want to have some empty spaces when I go. So I don't want to take, shoes for every occasion. So I feel like this kind of goes with most of the stuff I wear, So day or night. It's not fancy though. All right. So my favorite, rather than my favorite, I should say like my most used handbag. My Hermes Evelyn PM. It's an Evelyn 3, which means it has a little pocket, adjustable strap. And you know what? I've got this little twilly from Wrist Pop, and this twilly is, I kid you not, it's such good quality. And I made a video on how I turned this into a little shoulder bag, and I use this as a shoulder bag a lot, and like a little hobo bag. It kind of becomes like this, you know, and it's so comfortable. And if I need to, and if I really like not want to deal with, you know, my bag swinging over my shoulder, then I would just do this crossbody. So out of all the bags that I have, this is my most used. My second most used, oh, that's hard. My second most used, it could be the Evelyn PM. I took that on my Hawaii vacation. That was like my one and only bag. My Petite Noe I use a lot. I use my Toolbox 20 I use a lot. Bully 27 I use a lot. I'm looking at I have a shelf. Speedy 20 Empreinte leather with an outside pocket. I personally think that Speedy 20 is actually better than what's out there now with the mini Speedy that they just released, because mine has an outside pocket. So if you can find that pre-loved, I would totally get it. And I did a video on that too, so I will link that below. One more thing is SLG. My 2 top SLG, like, that I would totally recommend is the Clay by Louis Vuitton, and that has my car key and my driver's license. And when I'm just going to take the dogs for a walk, this is all I take. And this one has my essential, like most important credit cards and like my healthcare card. And it's because it has 5 card slots, including the one outside, which is super, super convenient. And that's a minimum it can fit is 5, but usually I can put more than that because I can stuff a little more. Now, Empreinte leather does stretch, so I don't like to put a ton of bills here, but I can put full-size bills. And it has the coin section, which is really nice. So, these 2, I highly, highly recommend it. Okay, I think that's it. All right. So if you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. I hope you found this helpful. Please consider subscribing, clicking the bell notification so that you'd be notified every time I upload more videos. Okay, guys, bye.